Last time on Adventure Adrift, after more than 2 months in Magdalena Bay, we prepared to say goodbye and move on, stocking up on provisions and filling our fuel tank with diesel. On our way out of the bay, we stopped at a small community where we were recruited as diesel mechanics, helping them to get their only power source back up and running. Then, we jumped in the water to give Varuna a good scrub, removing lots of little creatures that were growing on our underside.
It's time to leave.
Today's the day. Finally leaving Magdalena Bay.
After about 2 months, we're setting out. Pretty calm right now. We're expecting the wind to fill in a little bit later.
Yep.
And I think probably like 15 knots will be like the most we'll see,
max,
15 to 20 maybe at the most.
Should be a pretty nice light wind sail, at least until maybe we should get in Monday morning or so.
Yeah, about a 2-day sail or something like that. And then we haven't decided where we're going to stop yet, whether it be Cabo, San Lucas or San Jose del Cabo.
Yeah.
And that'll just be so we can get some
I think it'll just be a day stop to get some internet, upload some videos for you guys, and then continue on.
Yep. We're going to get out. Hillary's got the, I don't know if you can see, the spinnaker is already rigged down here. We're hoping to fly that most of the way in this nice calm day.
Yeah, and
crazy flat.
Say goodbye to this beautiful place we've been hanging out in for the last couple months.
So, finally onto the sea.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, anchor's up. We had calm seas and a light following breeze, so we decided to put out the spinnaker. Hey, there's 2 whales behind us.
It has been a really nice sail today. Very slow. We've had the spinnaker up here all day now, and it's still just kicking us along nicely. I think we're just under 3 knots. So back behind me here, this is Isla Margarita. That was the island at the other end of Magdalena Bay. And the sun is on its way down. It's a beautiful evening. Coming to an end of day 1 on our way to Cabo.
Had the spinnaker up all day, going nice and slow, but it's so calm and beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Very calm, 3 to 4 foot swells, but really far apart.
Just long rolling. Goodbye, sun. Should be a nice, calm, peaceful night, we think.
Brought the fishing lines in, something less for us to have to deal with, and we've got some fresh bread that will be out of the oven any minute now.
And
smells good.
Some clam chowder we made up today with the rest of our clams.
Used the rest of our clams, so we don't have to drag them.
Yeah.
Made up a nice clam chowder though, delicious. What else? We'll leave the spinnaker up tonight, I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really calm for the next couple days.
But right now, I'm just hoping it stays the way it is. I think we've got about 3 to 4 knots of wind right now, and we're cruising along just over 2 knots, between 2 and 3. There goes the sun. It's almost gone.
Yeah.
We'll see if any green flash shows up.
As we sail through the night, we tend to stick to 2 to 3 hour shifts. So the sun is about to come up back there. Had a really peaceful, calm night. It's just after 6 a.m. now, like 6:15 or so. Came on shift about 3:45 when Ty woke me up. Beautiful morning here. So it's afternoon now. We had a super calm morning. It was like 3 knots all morning of wind, and we were going along like 2 to 3 knots of boat speed. But now it's just afternoon, and the wind's picked up like 9 to 10 knots. We're flying along about 6 knots of boat speed here.
Just with the spinnaker up,
Just
right?
with the
Had it up
spinnaker.
since we left yesterday.
I saw a little one, yeah. Like 1 o'clock. With the seas picking up, Ty went forward, clipped in, and raised a partial main to reduce the rolling motion of the boat.
We made it.
San Jose del Cabo.
Finally got to the bottom of Baja
Yeah, 3 months it took us, about.
since leaving the US, yeah.
Yeah,
But we were heading this way since last June
yes,
or something.
yeah.
So it's taken us a
Well,
while.
we left Portland in May, and
Yeah.
now it is the end of February, and we're in San Jose del Cabo.
Whoa! You see that move behind? That's how big these swells are. And that's why we're not staying here. We got in this morning.
We got in about 6 hours ago, and I think we're about ready to leave.
Yeah. Hillary went into town, some grocery shopping for the things that we knew we hoped we'd be able to find here, but we
Yep,
couldn't find
we
anywhere
got
else.
Balsamic vinegar, rice vinegar,
Bring on the sushi.
and chocolate chips. Those were our three hard
essential
to find
ingredients.
items, and we found them all here. So that's exciting, and yeah, we're I think gonna move on this evening.
So this is a 3-day sail down to here.
2 days.
2 days?
It's nice. The first day and a half was really slow. And the second day and a half, the wind picked up and we flew along. So
We had the spinnaker up the entire time until when we rounded the cape at the end of Cabo San Lucas there, and we got hit with like 24 knots of wind. It came down quick.
yes, it did.
So there's no protected anchorages here really, from what we've seen or heard. Like the marinas, I think we hear are great,
Crazy expensive.
and even anchorage fees. I think in Cabo San Lucas we'd heard 10 to 25 bucks a day.
Yeah, 10 to 20 bucks a night just to anchor in Cabo San Lucas.
So we just ran the weather, and we think we might head up to Frailes tonight, make our way around and start kind of heading north, which means we'll be fighting some north winds and beating into it. And
Lots
it's going to
of
be
tacks.
20 knots too,
Yeah.
predicting once we get around there. So we'll keep our second reef that we've got in the main.
I figure if we're going to be rocking and rolling, we might as well be moving.
Oh, I have a surprise. I haven't told Hillary this yet.
Is this a good surprise or a bad surprise?
They found our dinghy.
They found it?
They found our dinghy.
What?
Yep. They have our dinghy.
It must, what, 3 days after we leave? Yeah, that was totally planned. So how the hell do we get it now?
I don't know. We'll worry about that later. What do we do with it when we get it? The problem. Now we've got another dinghy to store. Like.
So just back behind me here, sun is getting ready to come up. It's about 6:15 in the morning. We ended up leaving San Jose del Cabo about 2 a.m. last night. The wind's pretty light right now. It's like 6 knots. We're close haul, doing about 3 knots into it. It's supposed to be NOAA forecast says 10 to 15, and our weather routing predict winds at about 20 knots. So I have a feeling as soon as the sun comes up, it's going to pick up again. That's what it did yesterday. Pretty tired. Had a 2-day passage and got in and busy all day yesterday and not much sleep. And now headed up, but hopefully it should be a much nicer anchorage at Fraley's, much more protected, and some more stuff to see, not so crowded. With reduced sails, we beat our way north into steep seas and 30 knots of wind. After being beat up on our way to Los Frailes, a good swim was very welcome. We also found a great hike on the top of the point overlooking the Sea of Cortez. So we're at Los Frailes, and we hiked to the top of the mountain here. You can see off in the distance that point out there, that's Cabo Polmo. So we'll sail by that either tonight or tomorrow, and once we pass there, we're officially in the Sea of Cortez. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe so you don't miss out.